Hello, I'll be talking about autistic children's understanding of nonverbal gesture directed at first and third person. Joint attention is where you're trying to attend to an object or event between two or more individuals in a nonverbal cooperative activity. Autistic children have difficulties in joint attention, but most tasks focus on one-to-one interaction, which places additional demands, such as tracking eye gaze and facial expression, which makes autistic children find this kind of interaction challenging and traumatizing. Our joint attention is also children can learn and use joint attention in a more overhearing manner, in which they act as a third person. But we don't know to what extent autistic children benefit more in an overhearing than a direct environment. And this is what we aim to address in the current study. So how we're going to do this is that there are two tasks in the method. The direct object choice task, which will have 30 participants based on the power analysis. The experiment will tell the child they'll hide the sticker under one of the two containers, and the experimenter will point at the container. And this will indicate the container has the item. The child has to use this cue. In the overhearing object choice task, it is very similar to the direct object choice task, but the experimenter is joined by a confederate, and the experimenter will only communicate with the confederate and will point to the container. The confederate must look confused in order to encourage the child to locate the reward. And the experimenter will not engage or look at the child. These two tasks will be done remotely. And the overhearing object choice task is more difficult than the direct object choice task. As a result, we predict autistic children to find the overhearing object choice task easier than the direct object choice task. Also, we're including intellectual difficulties as a control group. And as joint attention is negatively correlated with the severity of intellectual difficulties, we predict that, so what that mean is the more severe the intellectual disability, the less likely joint attention is going to be shown. And now we're going to analyze this as using a general linear mixed model on mean correct rate and inverse reaction times. And we'll be doing this on two for communication with direct overhearing, group is neurotypical and autistic, and intellectual disability unknown. And we're going to use a correlation between the social communication questionnaire and direct overhearing to assess whether social communication is related to any of these processes. So what we predict is children with intellectual disability perform worse at joint attention than those without intellectual disability, and autistic children perform better in overhearing than direct, and children who are not autistic will perform better in direct than overhearing. If these findings are correct, then this will provide us more understanding on how we can improve the communication between neurotypical children and autistic children.